track of time. Let's stay a while up close and personal.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the LDH podcast. I'm your host, Kim Jansen.
And I'm Leanne Dlamini, founder of LDH and End Girl Hate. Welcome to the LDH podcast.
Now we've got an exciting topic to talk about. I think one that's fun, but that also has tremendous meaning. We're in conversation with the National Education Executive of Clinque South Africa, Carmen Seechuran. Carmen, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Carmen.
Now this is an iconic brand, but we want to know the story that not everybody hears.
Yes.
As we get started, tell us more about how Clinque got started.
It's my favorite story to share. Thank you
really?
so much, Kim. So Clinque actually started in 1967, mind you.
Wow.
So she's over 50 years old.
Wow.
She's run her marathon.
She's looking good for 50.
She's
Wow.
looking great.
Wow.
She's done her marathon in skincare, and we actually launched in 1968. So Mrs. Estee Lauder wanted to find a different brand.
Wow.
Yeah. So Mrs. Estee Lauder had her own brand,
Got it.
and she was looking for a different brand that was a little bit more attainable for the regular Joe.
I love that.
Was, for everybody. So
Got
that
it.
brand that was easy to access, as well as a brand that was, something that was clean
Yeah.
and not overly sparkly.
Right.
So very simple brand. And at the same time, Carol Phillips, who was the editor of Vogue magazine, was writing an article called Can Great Skin Be Created? So she found a dermatologist that was actually creating skincare in his back office.
Wow.
Yeah, and he was creating a soap, a clarifying lotion, and a moisturizer
Wow.
that you know today as our 3-step skincare routine.
Wow. To this day.
To this day. So these products have been around and has done great skin for over 50 years. And she wrote the article, and then she later became the president of Clinque globally.
Wow.
And
That's
she
incredible.
started working with Dr. Norman Orentreich together with Estee Lauder, but they didn't know how to name this brand.
Right.
And Evelyn Lauder, Estee Lauder's daughter-in-law,
Wow.
was traveling in Paris.
Yes.
And there is, it says Clinique Esthétique
Right.
that is in Paris. And she saw these women lining up.
Yeah.
And she decided, can I just pose the name to be Clinique? And hence, we are Clinique.
Wow.
So that is how the name was created. That is how the story of skincare and 3-step was created by quite a few people that was interested in creating great skin.
Amazing.
And I love what you said earlier on, a brand that's attainable for everyone. And off the back of that,
Right.
who is the woman that Clinque is really targeting?
I think she's a woman that knows what she wants.
I love
She doesn't like the fluff and the frill. She really is intelligent about skincare and about herself.
Yeah.
She is confident in her own skin, and she's looking for maintenance of the confidence and the skin. So she is the Clinique woman.
Love that. Love that.
And Carmen, now, Leanne and I are both knocking on 40. Yes, it's
Yes.
true.
Wow.
And I can feel that some things need to change in my skincare regimen.
Yeah.
For those of us who are at that age, maybe some of us haven't even started or haven't even thought about where do I begin. How does it change when you hit this age? How does my skincare regimen change? What do I need to do, in other words?
So honestly, Kim, been there. I'm 46. So
So this is what Clinique does.
Yes.
It's a fountain of youth.
Yes.
Clinique is we
Clearly
found
it
the
is.
fountain of youth because
Clearly.
Clinique is making you look like you're still
Right.
in your 30s.
well, I have been using Clinique since, maybe 20 years.
Wow.
Wow.
So I have used this amazing 3-step routine forever.
Yeah.
Yes, sometimes you want to try other things, but I keep on coming back.
Right.
What I loved about what Clinique did for me in my 40s is, and to you that is approaching 40s, is our skin does get a little bit more sensitive.
Yeah.
We are more susceptible to getting irritation on our skin.
And I feel like it's a little bit thin around the eye.
Definitely
Yeah.
thinner.
Yeah.
You lose your glow.
Right.
You lose the natural, that softness on the
Yes.
skin. So you start getting more texture
Yes.
than usual. Like the pores start looking like I've
Right.
got
Like
pores.
really
Yeah.
big pores.
Yeah. So what you would do, and I would say 3-step is the start, is to start cleansing your skin well. If there's one thing, being in this industry for a long time, I've actually brought double cleansing for you as
Wow.
well.
Oh, you're going to tell us about
Right.
Yes.
And then clarifying lotion is our game changer. This is your difference maker. and a moisturizer. 3-step is for all skins. For all age groups. This is your starter.
Got it.
And then you go into the serum and the booster moisturizer, depending on your age group and your skin concern.
Got it.
So this is where you start at any age.
Okay.
Amazing.
So any
love how
age
simple
group.
that
Amazing,
is.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Because I was
simple.
going to ask the exact same question. Is this what you use across all ages and all skin types? This is your starter pack,
This
basically.
is your starter
Your
pack.
Clinique
I love
starter
that.
pack, yeah.
And then you start to customize.
Yes.
Yeah.
Depending on what you need.
Absolutely.
But you said something now that I've never heard about, the double cleansing.
Okay.
Please tell us more.
That is my mantra for any person that I meet.
Right.
So we wear foundation, which becomes our second skin, right?
Yes.
And what that foundation does, it accumulates pollution, dust, oil, grime, whatever's in the environment.
Wow.
And then it sits on the skin together with the foundation.
Right.
Wow.
And then a cleanser cleans that surface, but not necessarily cleans deep enough
Right.
Wow.
for those pores to be squeaky clean. So you need to actually dissolve makeup, especially if, yeah.
Wow. I'm 39 and I've never heard about dissolving my makeup.
Right? Because it sits on your skin and you
Yes.
wonder why it doesn't move.
Right.
Because it's on the skin.
Right.
So you need to dissolve and melt that makeup.
So what is that, Carmen?
Okay, guys, this is my. Ooh.
What are we
I
dissolving
feel
it
like
with?
because it
You're gonna-
matches me, I'm taking it
Yes.
home.
You're going to try this. This is from my own collection
Yes.
because. So I want you to take a look at this. It's made out of shea butter. It is really, you'll find no fragrance because Clinique is fragrance free.
Fragrance-free,
Right?
absolutely.
I love that.
So you can see that I did, use it already.
Yeah.
So I want you to actually feel the texture of this. I mean, just, do that. And it's quite like buttery.
Yeah, it
And
is.
very creamy.
It looks beautiful.
And I love the name, Take the Day Off.
Take
Oh,
the day
I love it.
off.
Look at that.
Oh.
That's it. So you actually feel like melting butter
Yeah.
on the skin.
Yeah.
I feel
Right?
like if we had to haven with this.
Yes, yes.
So this removes even the most waterproof makeup.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
And
I
then
can feel that.
you rinse with water, it emulsifies, and you are squeaky clean. And the next step is to clean everything all off.
Got it.
So-
And that with the next step is
With
with
your
a cleanser. Got it.
Your
Listen,
liquid
other
soap.
than how amazing this feels, the name, the play on
Take
words,
the day
take
off.
the
Yes,
day
it's
off,
perfect.
That's perfection.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolute perfection.
Right.
But now maybe I'm jumping the gun. Why do you have sellotape
Okay.
on the table?
That is a great question. So,
Have you finished telling us about double cleansing?
yeah,
Dissolving?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
perfect,
yeah.
perfect.
So, tape actually is something you'll find on all Clinique counters.
Wow.
It's not for wrapping gifts.
Got it.
Neither is it for wrapping kids, books. It's what I say to our consultants. It's actually to show you what stands between you and great skin. So I'm going to put this tape on your hand, right there. I'm going to do the same to you, Kim,
Okay.
right here.
Got
And
it.
we're going to do something together, right? So it should be glued on your skin.
Okay.
And then I want you to lift it up to the light. Right
I'm
there.
afraid.
Just lift it up to the light. What you actually see
Yeah.
here is dead skin cells that
Wow.
accumulate
Wow.
on your skin every
Wow.
single day.
Got it.
Wait for it. So you're going to accumulate it for 1 day. Let's do that. 1 day.
Okay.
And then 2 days. And then 3 days. And this is all the dead skin cells that's sitting on your skin every single day if you don't remove it.
Right.
Right?
Okay.
So dead skin cells accumulate on your skin every day. Naturally, they actually remove after 28 days.
Yeah.
What the clarifying lotion does is actually help promote the skin to remove those dead skin cells at the right level to give you bright, glowing skin.
Wow.
So that's not your toner.
This is toner
Oh, it
and
is.
exfoliator in
Perfect.
one.
Okay, got
you
it.
swipe once. It's got witch hazel in there. It's got glycerine in there. It's got a beautiful, tingly, fresh feeling.
Yeah.
And then on the back of the cotton wool is the dead skin cells.
Oh, wow.
And then the next step is to moisturize because now that we've removed,
And that's, you're talking about
Yes.
moisturizer. That's what I felt in my skin over the past year or so.
Yeah.
Is that it almost feels dehydrated.
Hmm.
And I keep asking for, like, give me something that's just going
Yes,
to make
moisture,
it
yeah.
moisture. Give
Yeah,
me moisture.
Yeah.
okay, so that's the moisturizer. Now, if you compare those two hands, I'm
Gosh,
gonna.
I rubbed it on.
Well-
I'd already done it, but I know. Yes, look at that.
That's beautiful.
natural, glowing, radiant skin in one wipe.
Right.
And then moisturizing. No more dull skin. Just
Beautiful.
glowing, hydrated skin.
So
No
now-
serums added, guys. No
This is just
oils.
it.
Beautiful.
This is just it.
So now we found that Clinique has the fountain of youth.
Yes, yes, it does.
And it gives you your glow back.
Yes.
And I'm
Look
loving
no
that.
further.
Exactly. But you said that Clinique is fragrance free, and I
Right.
also know that it's allergy tested.
That's
But I
right.
think very few of us actually know what that means. What does allergy tested mean?
That's a big story, and I think the story is not told enough. It's something that I'm super passionate about.
Yeah.
So, allergy testing is done in a laboratory in Melville, New York. I had the privilege of being there.
Wow.
Where they actually test on 600 women and men 12 times, which is 7,200 repeat insult patch testing.
Wow.
And if one person has a drop of a reaction,
Wow.
we stop everything and start again.
Wow.
That's such commitment.
Yes.
And we call it the power of one because that's how important
I
you
love that.
are to us.
I love
I
that.
got goosebumps.
Yeah.
The power of one. Like
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
person's reaction matters.
Yes, it does.
And I think that's so beautiful because in a global world where this is a global brand, to think that they are thinking about
Yes.
one person,
Yes.
that's actually quite an emotional.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It's quite a big deal.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
Actually, to say that that one person matters.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing that I wanted to ask you, because you've got your products here,
Yeah.
I often get confused. Exfoliating, masking, are they the same? Are they not the same? Tell me about that. What's the
So-
difference?
I love answering this question because if we weren't raised knowing all the different,
Yes.
types of exfoliation, and now social media is telling you there's this trend, there's that
Precisely.
trend, and the one thing you should do is make sure that you go to somebody that has the skills to understand skin.
Right.
Okay.
And skin needs a few things. It needs a balance of oil and water. It needs great melanin production. It needs to have a strong moisture barrier as well. So when you exfoliate, you're removing the dead skin cells off the surface, but it must be a very gentle exfoliator.
Right.
Otherwise, it can be stripping and it can scratch the skin as well.
Got it.
And Clinique does a 7-day scrub, which is the best
beautiful.
scrub ever.
Really?
Absolutely love because it hydrates while it scrubs.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And I always say to people, don't scrub, the scrub scrubs.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah,
So you
that
don't-
is true because
because-
we really go in with that. Yeah.
And
I'm
I
gonna
think
scrub.
that's what our mothers, especially
Yes.
our melanin mothers, teach us.
Yes.
You've got to scrub
Yeah.
to get
Everything must be
it off.
clean.
Yes.
Precisely.
Yeah.
So scrubbing you should do twice a week, right? That's just a normal twice a week. And then when you do masking, there's two types of masking. You usually get a clay-based mask or you get a hydrating mask. So clay-based is pulling from the pores
Got it.
and it might have some menthol in there, kaolin clay in there. And then that will make your skin feel very smooth, soft and very squeaky clean.
Oh, I love that.
And then you have the moisture mask, which is my favorite. So if you travel,
Right.
guys,
Yes.
moisture surge
Yes.
overnight
Yes.
mask.
Because you travel all the time.
Extremely hydrated.
Right?
You feel dehydrated, yeah.
So you put that moisture surge overnight mask, and let me tell you, it's like a drink of water the whole time
amazing.
on your skin.
Amazing.
So that's a hydrating mask.
Love
so
that.
that's the difference between mask and exfoliation.
exfoliator.
And deep cleansing mask.
Love that.
Wow. Well, I'm going to wrap up with the last
Yes,
couple of questions. And you said something now about travel.
Yeah.
But throughout the year, especially in South Africa, where even in summertime, we've experienced it now, you might have really cold weather for a few days. But how should my skincare routine adjust throughout the year?
Yes.
Because I think I make that mistake. I stick with the one. Like, I know those are my three, and those
That's
are the
where
three
I'm
I
going.
use.
Yeah.
But I do feel the difference.
Yeah.
So I recommend that you go for a skin consultation every 6 months.
Got it.
Okay.
It's for you because we like to do things just for you.
Yes.
So this is something that you should put in your planner for you. So when that season changes, go for the skin consultation because your moisturizer might change, your clarifying lotion might change, so you need more hydration and maybe a little bit more masking, hydrating masking, and your clarifying lotion might change to maybe step 1 from step 2.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay.
So things change. The other thing that I would recommend is use sunblock every single day.
Yes.
No matter what.
Yeah.
So terrible.
Yeah.
No matter what.
You have to. It's
Yeah.
important.
It
Do you
is.
guys have your own
SPF 50.
Yes.
It's got a little shimmer in it as
Got it.
well.
Oh, I love that.
It
I
is
love that.
beautiful, so it's
Love
my
that.
Perfect for the
favorite.
beach,
Yes.
a little bit of sparkle
Yeah.
when you are
Absolutely.
protecting
Exactly.
your
Yes,
skin.
Love
at
that.
SPF 50.
Yeah.
So,
Love that.
yeah.
Love it.
And you've mentioned a whole lot of things that make Clinique, in my opinion, I had so many wow moments as you were
Yeah.
talking, that make Clinique stand out. But for you personally, because I see you online sometimes on a Sunday morning, you're so passionate about your brand and about skincare. But in your opinion, what makes Clinique stand out?
Personally, the fact that I've tried so many brands because I've been in the industry
Right.
for over 25 years. And my go-to is that when I use Clinique, I feel safe. I feel like my skin is in good hands.
I love that.
Oh,
And I know when I put it on my skin, what it says it's going to do, it's going to do
I love
and
that.
more.
Yeah.
So I know that when I put on my dramatically different moisturizing lotion, my skin really feels dramatically different.
Yes.
yes.
And I've never ever been disappointed, no matter what my skin was going through, no matter what type of lifestyle I was going through, you know, either pregnancy or either teenage or whatever. My moisturizer, my cleanser, and my clarifying lotion did everything I needed it to do.
We love that.
I think there's 4 beautiful takeaways for me. Clinique is the fountain of
Yes.
youth. It gives you your glow back. Maybe it's 3 takeaways because my mind is racing at this point in time, but also at the same time, it's going to do what it says it's
Yeah.
going to do.
Yeah.
I think that is absolutely powerful. Carmen, thank you so much for being in conversation
Thank
with
you
us.
so much, Carmen.
I wish we didn't have to stop now.
We are definitely converted
I'm so
Clinique
glad.
girls. So,
I'm so
yeah.
glad. Can I
We've
give this
crossed
to one of
over.
you?
I am going to take it. I'm taking it.
You can have it.
Thank
It's
you.
yours. And then and do a skin diary for me, okay?
Oh,
I'm
I think it's such a
serious.
beautiful
I'm
idea.
serious.
Amazing.
That's yours.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Carmen.
Have it.
Thank you,
so
Carmen.
much. Thank you.
Thank you to you and Clinique, and thank you for
Yes.
believing and loving the sisterhood.
Oh, I do. Thank you,
We
LDH.
appreciate you so much. Thank you.
I appreciate you too. Thank you, ladies.
Losing track of time. Let's stay a while.